There is a man in Scripture who is described as something remarkable. Simply, a man after God's own heart. We know David as the giant slayer, the king, the one who established a kingdom and left a legacy that echoes through eternity. But that is only part of his story. What we don't talk about as often are the years of hiding, the years of anguish and confusion, the sin he carried, the grief he couldn't shake, the moments where he didn't have the words and cried out to God anyway. David spent every moment of his life in conversation with God, every single one, and he wrote it all down. The Psalms are holy. They're beautifully written, but they weren't written to be performed or admired from a distance. They were written to be an example of what it actually looks like to be in deep, personal, unfiltered relationship with God. David invited God into his anger, into his shame, into his grief and his confusion. And he invited God into his praise, the kind of joy that made him dance in the streets and sing at the top of his lungs. He didn't separate his emotions from his relationship with God. He brought them all in. That is what made him a man after God's own heart. Somewhere along the way, we got a very narrow picture of what a good life with God is supposed to look like. We were told, not always in words, but in the way we watched others live, that the goal is happiness, that if you're struggling, something must be wrong, that God belongs on Sunday mornings, in moments of victory, in the version of your life that's already put together. But we were created to experience all of it, not just happiness, all of it, joy and grief, gratitude and disappointment, wonder and confusion, hope and the long, quiet wait before the answer comes. And in every single one of those emotions, in every single one of those seasons, God is there, not waiting for things to settle down. He's present now. ANP stands for A New Psalm. The name is inspired by David from a life spent in honest, continuous, everyday conversation with God, from the belief that your life, all of it, every moment, is a psalm in the making. ANP streaming, every note, every mood, every moment, with God.